Gavin Newsom of California was interviewed, and I spotlighted that interview. I spotlighted how he's speaking very accurately about the things that Donald Trump is doing to this country, and he went over a whole bunch of different things. And this person left the following comment: "Never mind the kids working in a cannabis farm in his state." He went on to say, pointing out that they were as young as 14, and saying he talks about scaring kids with the ICE agents and whatnot, but kids are working on cannabis farms in his state, the owner of which donated to his campaign. And you're right. I don't agree with 14-year-olds working on farms, especially cannabis farms. I agree with you wholeheartedly. But my question to you is, when the fuck did you guys start caring about kids working? This is from this year, man. Florida Republicans advanced bill that would weaken child labor regulations for teens as young as 13. A Florida House panel has approved a bill that would allow certain 13-year-olds to begin working. It would also get rid of restrictions on the number of hours per week that older teenagers can work during the school year. The bill, sponsored by freshman Florida Representative Monique Miller, was advanced through its first of 3 committee stops Tuesday by a 12-6 vote along party lines, with only Representative Susan Valdez, Republican of Tampa, joining Democrats in opposition. "I think every family needs to make that decision for what's best for them instead of having the government tell them what's best," said Miller, a self-described parental rights activist. She further responded to voiced concerns from Democratic colleagues about children being exploited on the job. "God gave us a great barrier for that, and that is parents," she attempted to reassure, conveniently ignoring parents who abuse or otherwise exploit their own children. "Parents can definitely oversee what children are allowed to do." According to Florida Policy Institute, there are more than 100,000 workers in Florida under the age of 18 in the workforce who are currently protected by state child labor regulations that child welfare advocates in the 1980s pushed to make stronger than those mandated under federal law, specifically protections for workers aged 16 and older. The Federal Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938 only restricts permitted work hours for minors under 16. 16 and 17-year-olds under the FLSA aren't covered by similar rules. The bill's designed to more closely align Florida with federal regulations, said Miller, echoing a talking point previously stated by Senator Jay Collins, Republican of Tampa, that sponsored the sponsor of a similar bill in the Florida Senate. Last year, Republicans tried to undermine restrictions on the number of hours minors aged 16 and older can work, specifically at the behest of a right-wing think tank funded in large part by billionaire and GOP mega-donor Richard Dick Uihlein. The latest proposal would allow 16 to 17-year-olds to work full-time. That's what Republicans are doing in the state of Florida, man. And now all of a sudden, oh my God, there are children? I agree with you. Those kids shouldn't be on that farm, but who the fuck are you to point that out? Your party is trying to weaken child labor laws, on top of Republicans in several states trying to block anti-child marriage laws. Your party literally wants child brides and little boys to go to work. So fuck you.